Saw dudes, and welcome to the Blue Tapes. I'm Caden.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Dominic.
Coming back at you with another episode this week.
And if you think we sound crystal clear, it's because we do sound crystal clear because we're all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if you like it, it's too bad because it's never going to happen again.
Yeah. Caden's going off to Phoenix.
I am. So for the last episode that I'll be in town for, we wanted to all meet up and do it together.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're just awkwardly in a bedroom. Nothing weird about that.
We're just all shirtless, sitting around a laptop.
But in today's episode, we thought we'd start off continuing to talk about our high school glory days a little bit.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about high school track, geared towards freshman year, since that's the year that we were all in it. And yeah. Caden, do you want to start
High school
on
track was lit.
It
Yeah,
was.
that was your only year in track. So what stuck out most to it about you?
Yeah.
Well, I did track in middle school, and I loved high school because just the seniors that were there, like Jarrod Elder and others that we've mentioned in the past, and they made it just a different experience and a lot more fun and alive. And I was part of the distance team, so my entire practice was just kind of go. We didn't have a set routine, or we didn't have drills we did. We just ran until we couldn't run anymore, and then we came back. That was about it.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
I love how we talk about Jarrod Elder so much in this podcast. Because I think we talked about him last episode, maybe.
He's legit.
He is.
Probably doesn't listen to the show.
Oh, I guarantee you he doesn't.
No,
but we talked about freshman year, and he was a legend to us in
He was,
freshman
yeah.
he
year.
probably doesn't even remember our names, but
No.
I recognize my face. I've seen
Yeah.
him since then.
I want to say I talked to him junior year at a basketball game.
yeah, we
Me too.
saw him junior year at the Valley game.
Yeah, I don't think I saw him at any senior year.
No.
But yeah, definitely throughout junior year, he came to a handful of basketball games. He recognized our faces.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
May not have known our names,
Huh.
but hey.
Saw, dude.
I feel like one of my biggest things it wasn't high school, but one of the biggest things that stuck out in my head about you running track was I think it was 8th grade year they made you run hurdles.
Yep.
We all got a good laugh out of that.
I cannot jump and I cannot sprint, but they thought it'd be a good idea to put me in hurdles. And I did decent. Like, I always finished, but there's just one meet in particular that I don't know what happened. My timing was off something. I got up to the very last hurdle, and instead of hopping it, I just walked around it.
I want to say you did a little skip
attempted.
around it.
You attempted it.
I did a little hop.
halfway through. It wasn't possible, so you went around it.
Just grabbed onto it and then scooted my body around it and kept going.
Oh, you were in last place. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I was disqualified.
Well, but that was wasn't that a Lakeview middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, Lakeview, it's the name kind of speaks for itself because, it's right next to a lake. So obviously there's a ton of wind coming from that lake. And, on one of the stretches, that wind is just blowing right at you. So it could have been, a gust of wind that knocked you out.
Yeah,
Or,
that's what it was.
No, I'm not going to try and justify that.
I was trying to give you a way out, but hey.
No, that was the most embarrassing and the last time I ran hurdles. I don't think I did it anymore after that because I quit. I stuck to distance.
Did you actually, tell the coach that
Yes.
you weren't doing it?
They're like, what was that? I can't do this no more.
What happened in middle school? You got really hurt, didn't you? During the track meet?
I tore a hamstring.
Yeah, because I remember we all had to carry you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, poor Kate.
I've been carried a handful of times from running. Happened then. It happened again. Sophomore year, I dislocated my hip.
Oh,
I've had a
remember
lot
that.
of injuries in running. And I can still feel it. All of it.
Because weren't you, when you tore your hamstring or whatever, weren't you a little bit hesitant going into that race?
Yeah.
And then...
Because I was stretching and I felt tight.
Yeah.
And then I just ignored it and I went ahead, and that was a home meet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember you were like, man, I just don't feel right.
Hmm.
And then,
somewhere there's a picture of us carrying him, but I doubt
yeah.
it's anywhere. I don't know where that picture is.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's on the school website. It'd be great. You guys are posing with me, and I'm just crying as you carry me.
If we find that picture, we'll have to put it on the Instagram. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that picture's still around.
We'll try and find it, but no promises.
Yeah, you guys carried me, and it was the middle school gym teacher. I forget her name.
Oh, Mrs. Plummer.
Plumber, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was right. She went on the Peacekeeper retreats with
Yeah.
us, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she stretched me, and she's like, "Yeah, this ain't good."
Uh,
Broken.
I think your mom took the picture.
Probably.
she was like, wow, you guys look great.
She's like, "This is the most exciting thing that's happened all
My son
year."
got hurt playing a sport.
Look at me.
Oh,
Continuing on like injuries, I know we mentioned it in the last episode, but we've had some injuries in football.
In football, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some bone injuries, and Derek's had some head injuries.
Yeah, my brain's basically a potato at this point, and your bones are basically potatoes.
Need some milk.
Yeah, so Derek, do you want to tell your concussion stories first?
Which one?
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so really my concussion started the last game of
Mhm.
junior year season.
And this is football, by the way.
Yeah,
this all
football.
happened in football.
Football, not track.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get a concussion in track. Not impossible, but hard.
I'm sure it's happened.
But so it was the last game. I didn't play because I don't want to talk about it, but I didn't play. But I was on the kick return team,
Mm-hmm.
and really I don't remember much about it.
And you were like on the front line too.
Yeah, front line, and that I think I heard somewhere the kicker didn't even mean to like do an onside, but he like botched the kick so bad, and I jumped on it, and their whole front line like jumped on me.
Yeah.
And I like don't remember anything much after that.
Because like I think I was on that team for some reason.
Yeah.
But like, because I remember seeing the ball go towards you, and then I remember you got on it, and I was like, okay, good, Derek has it. And then all of a sudden, two guys like went straight at your head.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on to the ball, Derek. Hold on to the ball.
I don't think I let go of the ball, but I was already down. So
Yeah.
like my dad from the stands was watching, and he said that it should have been like a late hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But they never called it.
Yeah.
But that concussion was never diagnosed.
Mhm.
But I'm fairly sure I had one because like I came to your house the weekend after to watch a Colts game, and I was just sitting on the couch completely out of it.
I started to talk to him at one point about the game, and he was just looking straight at the TV and wasn't even acknowledging me. And I was like, Derek? And he just kind of looked at me. And I was like, you okay? And he was like, yeah.
Then my second concussion happened this year, senior year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the second to last game. And I don't know what play it happened on, but I just remember going home that weekend just not really feeling right. Then Monday practice came around, and I felt dizzy and just not right. So I went to the trainer the next day and diagnosed her with a concussion. So I had to sit out the last game, which kind of stunk. But
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
yeah.
But, I mean, season was.
Yeah, the season was. We were 0-10.
Which concussion was it that you got hit in the head, and when you got up, the referee was like, "Is your hand okay? Is your
That was
hand's
the
good?"
junior. That wasn't the ref. That was the Adam, the trainer.
Oh,
He's like, "Is your hand all right?" I'm like, I looked at my hand because I was so out of it. I was like, "My hand?" And I'm like,
like,
I think
wiggling
so.
your
I-
fingers.
I
I think so.
I think so. And he's like, "Okay." He walked away. I'm like,
Doesn't even ask if your head's okay. He's like, I saw them hit your helmet, but is your hand okay? I want to make sure.
no, my hand was fine.
But yeah, so I broke my collarbone in football, and I've broken my hand. So my collarbone happened my sophomore year, and it was so before the season starts, we have like a scrimmage against a team, and so what was it, like the sixth to last play from the game or from the scrimmage? So like we were almost done with the scrimmage, but I I want to say it was a botched play.
You have the video on your phone.
Yeah, I have the video.
Hmm.
And so something spooked me. And so I just said, screw it. And I started running with the ball. Well, I saw a scrawny little corner and I was like, ooh, I can truck this kid. And so I went into him with my shoulder. And I don't think that's what broke it. Because I went in.
I broke it, actually.
Honestly. But I like went into him and then he rolled me, and I think him rolling me broke it. But I think
I think I broke it the rest of the way.
yeah. So I think
Not on purpose.
I think what happened is so when I got rolled by that kid, it like made it a hairline fracture. And then so at the end of the game I needed help getting my shoulder pads off because, you know,
You were in pain.
I was in a ton of pain because I had a hairline fracture. And so I was like, Derek, can you help me get my pads off? And he was like, yeah, no problem. So he starts taking my pads off and I had to lift my arms up. And like, I think that like made my bone kind of go, I don't even
They
like
can't see
a
you,
triangle. I know, but like a triangle shape almost.
Well, I remember we were walking back to the locker room after
Yeah.
the scrimmage, and you're like, man, my shoulder is just really hurts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, like I just thought it was like normal football, like bangs.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then in the locker room,
We
you
had
finally got your shoulder pads off, and I couldn't see your face during all this because your face was in the shoulder pads.
yeah.
And we finally got it off, and you were in tears. I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
serious.
Well, oh geez, that hurt so bad. And like it wasn't your fault
No.
because
Yeah, you didn't even know that it was.
no. But then like I was trying to put my shoes on or like tie my shoes and it like was killing me to do that. And then Sprunger came and got me
Yeah.
and took me up to the trainer and they were like feeling up my collarbone and it hurt like crap. But then I broke my hand senior year playing football. And I don't even know what play it happened on, kind of like
I
you
don't
with the
remember.
concussion.
What game was it?
The Manchester game.
Okay.
But I just remember coming up one play and going, man, my hand kind of hurts. But I didn't really think much of it and I just kept going. And then like as the game went on and like my adrenaline started to go down, I was like, man, I don't think I could catch a football if
Your
it
hand was swollen like a balloon.
It was pretty bad. I have pictures of it. It's
You said that was the Manchester game senior year?
yeah.
Huh, I was at that game. I don't remember anything being wrong.
Yeah. Well, I hit it pretty good after the game. Because, like, I think I told my dad just, like, super chill. I was like, man, my hand kind of hurts. But, like, in reality, it was, like, an excruciating pain. But, so, I had to actually go to the Chiefs-Colts game that weekend.
That's right.
And I, like, at that point, we hadn't gone to the doctor or anything, so I didn't know that it was broken. I just knew that I had hurt it pretty good, and it was pretty dang swollen. So I was, like, driving on the interstate with this broken hand, like, turning on the turn signal. But, yeah, those are my two broken bones, and those were two of Derek's concussions.
And Caden's
Running injuries.
His hamstring injuries.
The hamstring tore, but when I dislocated my hip, it was at Field of Dreams. I think that's Rochester. And there's a part that's back in the woods, and you're running through the woods, and there's just like a drop, like almost a straight drop off, and it's not far. It's like 3 or 4 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and you just kind of hop it and keep going. Well, I hopped it, and I did not land right at all because I was trying to like run as soon as I was landing, and that's the moment that I knew something was wrong. And then I finished out the race because I only had like a half mile left. And I got to the finish line and just fell down. And then they had to help me get to a table. And then my mom and my grandma, God bless her soul, had to help carry me to the van because I could not move my leg.
Your mom's like taking pictures along the way.
Taking selfies of us as they're carrying me.
No, we love you, Mama Compton. Well, Mama Reed, I
Mama
guess.
Reed.
Yeah, sorry.
I just remembered I had an 8th grade track injury too.
Wait, what was it?
It happened at
Oh yeah, the back
Yeah,
injury.
The back injury.
Oh
Oh, I
shoot.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. So it was the 4x1 team
Yeah.
because I don't know. I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah, we had a pretty good 4x1 team, but then one kid kind of got in trouble, and so one of our runners had to be disqualified and kicked out for the season. So Derek stepped into his place.
Yeah, and I did an okay job. I mean,
Yeah.
Did we win that race?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
And you got like your fastest 100 time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, at the time, obviously,
Well, yeah.
I improved throughout high, but yeah,
Yeah.
at the time, it was my fastest, and I went so fast that I pulled something in my back. I still don't know really what it was.
Yeah.
And I literally had to limp back to our
Yeah.
camp, and Coach Booze got me an ice pack. He told me I wasn't running the 400 because at that time I was still running 400s,
Mhm.
and that was coming up. So I didn't run the 400, and yeah.
I just remember so I was the first leg,
Yeah.
and then you were the third. So we both had corners.
Was Chase Meade the last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just remember seeing Derek run, and I was like, I've never seen him run this fast.
I think it was because I was so nervous because it was a conference meet, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to mess it up. But
Yeah.
Technically, I had a football injury freshman year.
did
Freshman? Or like
Technically.
freshman PE class?
baseball?
No, it was. I forget why, but it was right at the beginning of springtime. Our freshman PE class was conjoined with the seniors. So I
Oh,
remember
gosh.
Garrett Elder, and I remember Connor Sherwin and all the other dudes who were out there with us. Let's get a little half field game of football going. And we're doing two-hand touch, and I got the ball for some ungodly reason and was running, and Connor Sherwin dropped the shoulder and plowed into me.
Was I in your class? I kind of remember that.
Yeah. And he didn't even hit me hard, but he was just so much bigger than me that he flung me like a rag doll. And he sprained my wrist. Yeah. That's my football injury.
I feel like we gotta talk about death ball now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
All I picture is Dial picking it up and just plowing through kids.
No, I
with
was
it.
thinking of Mason.
Oh yeah, Mason and
So-
Ethan.
Yeah. So I don't know if other schools did it, but our freshman PE class had a game we played. It was called death ball. It was where you take a giant exercise ball,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically like rugby.
Mm.
But instead of playing with a rugby ball, you play with a giant exercise ball.
Yeah.
And people got plowed over by the ball, and it was amazing.
Yeah, so people would pick up and obviously the objective was to get this exercise ball over the end zone line or whatever.
Yeah.
So most sports. But in the process there weren't any rules about plowing kids over. And so we had one kid named Mason, and he was one of the big guys in our class who could bench 250. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. But he was big. And he got the ball, and there was this little, he's not little, but compared to Mason he is. And he went after Mason, and Mason saw that, and so he went after this kid, and it was hilarious because Mason hit the kid, and the kid literally went from a stand-up position all the way down to the ground in 0.0 seconds. It was hilarious.
Me and you were laughing so hard we couldn't even participate.
Oh no, we were just off to the side laughing so hard.
Little people like me did not survive death ball.
Well, should we get a break in?
Yeah. All right. Well, go to the bathroom or something and get some chips and enjoy this lovely ad that we just recorded, all three of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back. So sorry to interrupt the incredible podcast that you're listening to, but we have to tell you about our sponsor, Anchor. And if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast because unlike other places, it's free.
Yeah, definitely. And there's also creative tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your own phone or computer.
Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you. It can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many others.
You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
Yeah, it's everything you need in a podcast in one place.
So, if you're interested, which I'm sure you are, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And welcome back to the Blue Tapes. Hope you enjoyed that lovely read by us.
Oh, yeah.
If you took a bathroom break, hope everything came out all right.
If you got any snacks, I hope they're delicious.
Speaking of snacks, I have some
Oh, yeah?
when we're done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, then let's just end the episode now. Thank you so much for listening. No. Oh, no, we still got a little bit.
Oh, shoot.
We still got however many minutes and seconds are left on your device that you're currently listening to.
It'll probably be like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. Let's see how accurate that is. Anyways.
I'm going to guess now it's going to be 10 minutes and 43 seconds is what you have remaining right now.
Now that all the guesses are in.
I'm going to like edit it to where it's exactly 10 minutes and 43 seconds now.
Just cut us off regardless. That's how much time is left.
Somebody's in like the middle of a word. They're like, and so you...
And it's over.
Perfect.
Anyways. So what were we talking about? Freshman PE?
Freshman PE.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah.
I remember we were doing, I think it was like knockout or whatever. And like, okay, one thing about our class is that basically on all levels, like sports, we suck.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We had
And so-
athletes, but the athletes weren't very good at what they did.
Yeah. And so like everybody in basketball was like terrible. And so our gym teacher was like, man, you guys are going to kill me of bad freshman basketball. I just remember him saying that because, like, yeah, we weren't doing too hot. But
It wasn't freshman PE, but I feel like we had some good times playing basketball in our weightlifting classes.
yeah. We got better though.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't so bad that, like, we would miss every single shot.
No, we had some good, like, competition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Say, we may not be the best athletes, but we are very competitive humans.
Yeah.
Well, in PE sports.
Yes.
Yeah, when it came to playing against other schools, we were like, that's okay.
Let them take the W. We're
Yeah.
fine. But in PE, it's balls to the wall.
I remember, like, so, like, something about me is that, like, especially in sports, I'm either, like, go or no-go. So, like, there would be multiple times where people would tell me, like, you need to calm down, dude. Like, it's just a game in PE. And I'm like, it's not just a game in PE. Gosh dang it.
We suck at all the other sports, so this is all I have to go for.
This is the only thing that will make my dad proud of me.
Go home. Dad, I wanted basketball.
He's like, way to go, son.
I'm proud of you.
No, just kidding.
Did we ever? I can't remember if we might have talked about it in the pilot episode about the student teacher.
Oh, yeah.
PE.
Oh, yeah, we talked about him in our first episode.
Yeah, no, he had a it's like the building a house for Homes for Humanity
Yeah.
or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
How like he had them come
Habitat
build
for
him a
Humanity.
house.
Yeah.
Habitat for Humanity, yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, he had them come and build him a house because like he honestly does have a cool story. But
Mhm.
like when we met him, like we were little immature freshmen and
Well, and still to this day, I have not met another human that has mispronounced my last name worse than he had.
wait, what'd he say?
It was so bad I can't.
Stroder.
No, it was worse than that. It was so bad I can't remember it. Like he said it, and I didn't like react to it because it was so bad.
Gosh.
And we didn't know about the Habitat for Humanity or anything like that
No.
when we met
No.
him. So all we knew him by was his presence in class. Looking back, knowing everything we know now, a different judgment. But
Yeah.
then he was just
He was
an
so
interesting
awkward.
guy. He was very
Yeah.
awkward.
I remember Jarrod Day. He played volleyball, and everyone lost their mind.
Oh, do you remember? I like. I made a bet with you guys that I would go up to him after the volleyball game, and I would go, "Hey, nice game. See you after spring break," or something like that. But I don't know why we made such a big deal about it, but I did it, and we were like, "Whoa!"
I feel like him and Ethan Joseph got along very well. I don't know if they did, but I feel like they would have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
They're very similar. And
Yeah.
like, their awkwardness, like
Yeah.
nice guys, but just very awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I miss Jarrod Day. I wish we had one this year.
Yeah. We didn't even have the auction, did
No,
we?
they got canceled. I think all the money that because they obviously didn't have Jarrod Day shirts, but all the money that they put into it, it all
Mhm.
went towards like the auction. What the auction would have.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because, and I want to say, like, we had so many things that we could have, like, given the money to this year.
Yeah.
Like, we had a girl who had a house fire,
Yeah,
and she was in the house when it happened,
in the basement.
in the basement, and, like, she couldn't get out without, like, running through flames.
She
So-
suffered like third-degree burn.
I think
Yeah.
they raised I don't remember how much money on GoFundMe
Yeah.
for the family.
That, and we sold those T-shirts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer Stronger. Something
I
like
bought a T-shirt, never wore it.
that. I
but-
bought 7.
You bought 7?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Although
I did buy 1.
that the GoFundMe, I felt kind of sad because, like, I want to say they raised like 10,000, didn't they?
Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
It was like up there.
They raised a significant amount.
Yeah, but I heard like a couple months ago that like her mom didn't want to take it because she felt bad.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I would,
taking it.
I would feel bad taking it too.
Yeah,
I'd still take it, but
I would
wouldn't
too.
feel
I
good.
would feel bad about it, but I'd take it.
yeah, but I mean, I hope that they took it because
I'm
like
sure they did.
yeah,
And even if they didn't, like, I get it. Like being
Yeah.
prideful and not wanting charity.
yeah,
Yeah, the Jarrod Day could have gone to them and then the
Mhm.
Kreft family.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Kraft family.
We should probably explain what Jarrod Day is for the people that don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably listeners out there like, what the heck is this Jarrod Day? So
So,
the origins. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was about to explain. No, you go.
I'm just gonna explain the origin. You can explain.
I was
it.
gonna say, plus you kind of have ties
Yeah,
with your
I
brother.
do. Yeah, my
Oh,
brother.
yeah, that's right.
Because okay, it was Jarrod Lewis.
Yep.
He graduated 2010 with my brother, and they knew each other. I don't think they were close friends, but they knew each other.
Hmm.
He was in a car accident his senior year. It didn't kill him. Well, it eventually did, but he ended up passing away from like complications due to it like years later.
Hmm.
But he was in a really bad car accident, and it basically like messed him up for like the rest of his life.
Hmm.
And they started like having this like auction at the school to like raise money for like the family, like help pay for like medical expenses.
And kind of the reason they started doing that was because they had to put him in a coma.
Yeah.
And so like obviously that takes a lot to like operate or like a lot of money. So they started this Jarrod Day auction to raise money for Jarrod since, you know, he was in a coma. And ever since voice cracks.
Nice.
But I want to say he died in 8th grade, our 8th grade year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Sounds right. Which would have been 2016,
Six-
14.
14.
Four-
Whoa.
I want to
That's
say
not
Our,
right.
our
15.
freshman year was 15 to 16.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was 16 to 17.
That's what I thought. I don't know. I could be.
Oh, no. Nope, you're right. You're right.
2016.
You're right.
But anyways, he died sometime during our middle school
Yeah.
years.
8th grade.
Um,
Because I had the bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ever since then, we've like picked a family or like an individual to like do the Jarrod Day
Like a family
auction
in need
for. Yeah,
in the
like a
community.
family in need, and so who did we do it for our freshman year?
Oh, I don't even. There's somebody that had cancer. What? Right? Like a student.
Maybe, yeah.
Either a student or like a good supporter of the school.
Oh,
It was.
it
a
was.
student.
Yeah, it was the Nick.
That's right.
Nick
Oh,
Kid,
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember his last name.
I don't either.
Yeah, I remember. He was in my biology class.
Yeah, he had leukemia, I think.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. And so we raised money for him. And then I think there was like somebody, like an Amish guy who fell off a roof when he was like
Yeah.
working on the frame or whatever.
I don't remember who it was junior year.
I don't either.
I think there were several.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they couldn't decide one, so they're going to split the money up evenly between a couple families.
Yeah. But anyways, our school has been doing this for several years now. And so
I think
now
10 years.
Yeah, and so now that we have, like, sadly, Jarrod Lewis passed away, we're like giving the money to these families in the community in need, and so it's a really cool program that we
Yeah,
do.
they have like a t-shirt sale
Mm-hmm.
and like a auction where like they sell off like stupid things. Like
Yeah,
like we had a Spanish teacher who would like auction off. He would be a butler for a day.
Yeah.
Like to any student.
and like these,
They go for like crazy amounts.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So students know, like, obviously they know that like these are going to people in need, and so one of our like office people, she makes these really good cookies, and she made probably like 24 of these chocolate chip cookies, but I want to say they went for like $300 one year just because kids spend absurd amounts of money on them.
Jeffrey would always make the giant
Oh yeah, the
Wasn't
ice
it
cream.
ice cream sandwich.
Yeah,
And Oaken did the egg sandwiches.
egg
Yep.
sandwiches.
yeah. Like we just have some of our teachers have like their specialty thing that they
Yeah.
make, and they go for a ton of money.
Remember
Farla would
handbag?
always do the gift baskets.
Yeah, the basket.
Yeah, she did IU and Purdue, I
Yeah.
think.
Hmm.
And I remember handbag. The only time I like ever bought something off the auction was I spent $60 on 4 liters of Mountain Dew and 3 dress ties.
Oh yeah, from handbag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still got them somewhere.
Oh, do you really?
Probably in a box in Phoenix, but they're somewhere. But they do that, and we would also do
Like the next day we
we do like a volleyball tournament or Remember
it
one year-
alternated from dodgeball to volleyball.
Mm.
Because we did did you do it with us?
I
don't
did.
think you did.
When did I do? I don't remember if I did dodgeball or volleyball, but I know I did something.
I
I
know
want to
me-
say you did dodgeball.
Because I know me and you did dodgeball. I can't remember if you did it with us though.
I think he did.
I don't know
think-
if I did it with you guys though, but I know I did it one
Oh
year.
yeah, you may
I
have
think
been on a different
I went with
team.
like Charlie French and
Yeah.
that team.
That's right. Because we had who was all on our team? It was Mason.
We had Mason, Ashton.
Carissa was on there.
Yeah, we got blown out the
No.
first round.
No, we didn't. I thought we placed like third.
Oh, we did.
Which is blown out. That's last.
There's like
No,
there's quite a few teams. We
I
made
wanna
it a
say
few
there-
rounds in. I mean, we were pretty decent. I mean,
Oh, okay.
the senior team was way better though.
Yeah.
My team was blown out. We never got past the first round.
Yeah, we did
That-
pretty good.
They did that, and they made events out of like one of our teachers, Strayer, would auction
Oh,
off
yeah.
someone throwing a pie in his face.
Yeah.
So the whole school would get into the gym, and before the dodgeball or volleyball or whatever,
There's like
It's-
intermissions.
yeah, he would stand on a tarp and throw a pie in his face. And we had a vice principal do like a shooting
Yeah.
tournament with one of our counselors.
Oh my gosh, I have
The video
I have the perfect video for
of
the
Mr.
Instagram.
Shu running. That is so funny.
So we don't know what he was doing.
he was
So
wearing a full-on tuxedo.
so our Spanish teacher, Mr. Shu, he was the one that would auction off
The
Butler for the
Yeah.
day. And so he would get full blown dressed up in a tux, like he was legit. But one day, or like when we were doing our dodgeball tournament, I don't know what he was doing, but he just decided to full on sprint right past the
The dodgeball.
dodgeball players. It was hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
Oh man.
And his butler service was legit. Like he would
Yeah.
bring you food from restaurants and coffee and stuff
Yeah,
throughout the
mhm.
day, and he'd carry your books to all your classes. And before a class would start, he'd walk in and announce you and like make everyone stand and applaud you as you
Yep.
came in.
He would like give you the best compliments too.
Hmm.
He would be like, you know, they say so and so is great, but I don't think you realize how great they actually are. You see, Mother Nature stands still when they see her. The animals literally talk to her. Like he would just give like random compliments like that to them in front of the entire class, and it was
Endless
amazing.
monologuing. It was
Yeah.
great. And that was always like the most expensive thing. Like it would
Yeah.
go for $400 to $500 every year.
We had the same kid buy it
All
each-
3 years.
all 3 years.
And he always gave it to some girl.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
But no, I want to say it was our junior year. Him and David Phillips, like they were battling against each other.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But then they just at the end, I want to say it was, how much was it?
Oh, it was a lot.
Because I want to say it
Close
was
to
like
1,000.
Was it?
Had to have been.
It was up there somewhere.
I was gonna
but-
guess like 600, but maybe it was higher than that.
Yeah, but anyway, they like so it was 600 or whatever. They both had $300, but they just kept going up to 600 and like battling it out up to 600, and then whoever won, they just gave the money to that person, and then they would give it to the cashier or whatever.
Yeah, they worked together. They
Yeah.
battled it out to get the number as high.
Yeah,
And then they put their money together and just paid for it and gave the service to someone else.
yeah,
Yeah. I never bought anything because it was always too expensive for
Yeah.
me. But
Yeah.
I kind of felt bad for not ever buying anything, but at the same time,
other people.
I bought other stuff. I don't think I ever bought a T-shirt, but I bought like pops and popcorn.
Yeah.
and stuff
I
like
think
that.
I bought a T-shirt every year, but junior.
yeah, I did
And
too.
we obviously didn't for senior because they got canceled due to COVID.
Yeah,
And I gave donations. Like if I didn't buy anything, then I donated to the
Yeah. Mhm.
register.
yeah.
We always raised a ton of money.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like it was always like, and we would always like beat our
Previous
record.
year.
Yeah, our previous year. So I want to say like our junior year, weren't we up to like 6,000?
Yeah,
I think
it was
so.
right up there.
Yeah,
And isn't it prior to before the Jarrod Day auction and all that stuff? We would do like a battle of the classes. Like that's what our penny wars and stuff were, weren't they? At least freshman year when we were doing it for Nick, who had leukemia.
mm-hmm.
We did a penny war, and the grades competed against each other to like raise money, and you could buy like paper links that went throughout the halls, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
like all of that got thrown into it too. And we had just an absurd amount of money from these high school
I
kids.
think our school always raised a ton of money.
yeah. I think we're really good about that.
Yeah.
And I hope
Because
it continues.
We're a small school, so like
Yeah.
we come together really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those schools where everybody knows everybody, which
Yeah.
is really nice.
Yeah.
And like the school cares enough about the students to start something like this in the first place, because it was started to help their
Yeah.
senior Jarrod.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Fair.
Did I ever tell you guys that I saw Jarrod Lewis's grave?
Oh, really? Oh, is
Yeah.
it in Pearson?
Mm-hmm.
I think you did tell me that.
Where's
Yeah.
it at? Is it the one by like the baseball fields, like by Great Mason's
Yeah.
grandparents?
Yes.
That's the only graveyard in Pearson. No, it's not.
No, there's
I
not.
lied. There's another one. Is that one though?
It's like, yeah, it's
The
by
other one's a little
Mason's.
further away, but it's on the outskirts of Pearson.
Is the one? Is that a Catholic cemetery?
Yeah, that's like down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
one
think
that's
so.
like elevated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got asked that by somebody. I don't remember who though.
I know all the Catholics that have ever existed, and I can tell you it's not.
It's not.
No, I have no
Oh,
idea
you know.
that he's at that one.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
say
'cause
that
I
one.
was-
Everyone's like,
They're like, wait,
this one?
we're like pointing to each other.
Forget that they can't see us. This one right over
Left.
here.
It's left.
Wait, no, that's north.
Wait,
Right,
check the wind.
He's like,
steady 2 miles per hour,
That changes the north by about 2 degrees.
85 degrees to the left.
wasn't Jarrod Lewis a pretty good football player?
Oh
too?
yeah, he's one of the reasons I chose number 52.
Oh, really?
Because I had to get a number change because I got position changed. Yeah.
Anyway,
so I had to choose like a lineman number, and 52 fell into that, so I chose it.
I think that's kind of like in memory of him. I think
Yeah.
that's really cool.
That's also why I kept the jersey.
Yeah. Well, they never got back with us
Yeah.
on the price. So.
In our defense, they're supposed to get back to us on a price so we could buy the jersey. We never got a prize.
So Derek and I, we kept our jerseys like for our grad party,
Yeah,
or no, we were just gonna buy
I was just
them.
gonna buy it.
Yeah, we were gonna buy them, but they never got back to us. And like we were active about it. We were like, "Hey, do you have a price on these jerseys? Like, we want to buy them." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll price them tomorrow."
And then our AD got let go.
Yeah, and our AD got let go, and we never heard another thing about it.
So we're like, we're just gonna keep them.
Yeah.
I have jerseys from like middle school basketball and track.
Oh,
and
really?
all of my like track and
You never
cross
gave
country
them
uniforms.
back?
No, never once.
I'm kind of hoping that we'd get to keep our track ones. Yeah,
I
I
literally-
have mine.
I have mine on a hook in the room that we're recording right now.
I have mine in a bag under my bed.
Yeah.
Mine's in a garbage bag in a box in Phoenix with all of my clothes.
I honestly might keep it. Like, I'll tell the school I'll pay for it, but if they don't get back with a price.
Well, also, the school's probably gonna be getting new uniforms anyways because we switched to a
oh
Nike
yeah,
school.
that's true.
Oh yeah,
The only
which
thing
kind of sucks. I wish that would have happened while we were still
Yeah.
Well,
involved in
I like
things.
Adidas.
See, I do too, but I kind of like Nike like uniforms.
our-
better.
Yeah,
Our Adidas football uniforms, those are garbage.
Yeah, garbage.
They looked amazing.
They were
I'll give them
like
that, but they were garbage.
our football. So our junior year, we got new football uniforms, and they were like, I don't even know how to describe them. They were like already fitted to our pads. So like for game days, we would just wear our jersey to school, and like obviously not pads, but like they were fitted for our pads, so like our shoulders would look super awkward. And yeah, they were just super uncomfortable to wear, and nobody liked them. They looked really
They were
sharp
really-
on the field.
you guys look like studs.
The best way I
Yeah.
can describe it, if you know anything about football uniforms, it looked like the retro New England Patriots
Yep.
uniforms with like the red and then the white and blue stripes.
Yeah,
But
on the shoulders.
But we had blue pants. The blue pants were amazing.
Blue pants were nice.
It was like wearing pajamas.
Yeah, because
It was amazing.
they were like the dry fit stuff, and so they would just like suction cup right up to your skin,
Yeah.
which kind of sounds dirty, but we promise it's not.
So good.
But yeah, I just kind of like Nike uniforms better because they're more comfortable to wear like without pads, and to me they look pretty good with pads.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also compare our jerseys to Columbia City because they have Nike. So
And I did the same with the cross country and track uniforms. I always liked like Columbia Cities and the Nike ones a lot
Yeah.
better. They looked sharper and they looked a lot more comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like my freshman year cross country, we had skin tight.
Oh yeah, I
So,
remember
like,
that.
Yeah, they were horrific. The shorts weren't bad because they went down to like our knees. They're
Yeah.
just like normal compression shorts. And then we had like this cringy skin tight tank top that had like a wildcat's face and a claw on it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
The picture I have. Of
Yeah. Like
I-
as a freshman, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but now I'm like, that is so cringy. I wish it was just Whitco.
The thing that always made me cringe was the wrestling uniform.
Oh,
And it's not just our school. It's like what are they called?
The singlets.
Singlets.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I mean, those are kind of universal, but just like how tight they are in places they shouldn't be
Yeah.
tight. It's just cringy.
I still think my favorite jersey we ever wore, like in football and stuff, was
Yeah.
the Riddell ones.
The which ones?
Riddell.
Oh, freshman year? Yeah, those ones were nice.
Well, freshman through. It's the same jersey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freshman through like,
Senior.
well, we didn't wear it junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the point.
We had these jerseys that were made by Riddell, but they were super comfy to wear without pads, and they would stretch to fit the pads. And yeah, I
Yeah.
think they were nice. But
Well,
yeah,
that's probably the show right there.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it.
all
I
right.
think we went a little bit over your 10-minute mark, but
Yeah, I'd say so.
it was a shot in the dark.
That's
It's like
all right.
20 minutes later.
Well, probably 26 minutes later. I don't know.
Something
Yeah, I said that right around 20 minutes, and then this is another 6. So yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
I undershot a lot, but I think
but
But yeah,
but
if you enjoyed the show,
let's just keep
subscribe,
saying "but yeah" for
or
a little longer.
yeah, if you enjoyed the show, but yeah, if you enjoyed the show, then make sure to subscribe or follow or whatever you do on the podcast. Is it follow?
and we have Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram, yes.
Derek hit him with that twid.
It would be at
Worst.
It's at it's Blue Tapes Pod, right?
Yeah.
Blue Tapes Pod. At Blue Tapes Pod on Instagram. Not Instagram, Twitter.
On Twitter. And then Instagram
Getting all
is
choked up.
the.blue.tapes. So, and that's where we're going to be posting the
So if you want
like
to see
the
the pictures.
pictures and videos. So I'll probably post pictures. Well, I'll post the video of Mr. Shoe
Yeah.
running
If
across
we can
the
find the one
gym.
of us carrying you off the field, then
Yeah.
we'll post it.
I'll dig
promise.
through my pictures and maybe even like the school website and see if they're there anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd be on the school website because I do think your mom took the picture.
I can ask
Maybe,
her.
maybe ask your mom.
Just, hey mom, do you have any like random pictures of me being broken and them getting them?
She's like, oh yeah, right here.
But
It's my wallpaper.
Twitter, you can follow there because in the future, like I said in the previous episodes, if you've listened this far, then you know that we're going to be doing Q&As in the future, and you can submit questions on there in the future when that's going to happen. So, yeah.
And share the word about all this stuff.
Yeah,
If you're
share it with a friend.
if you're a constant listener, tell other people about it and share it around. We'd love as many people to listen to it as possible.
We're desperate.
Please
just share.
We get 0.3 cents for every listen. We need this.
No, we don't. We get 1 cent.
We get like 1 cent. And if you want the show to improve, then that's an easy way to get the show to get improved by just telling us something. Like simply telling a friend that it's a great show and you should listen to it. Or if you didn't like it, then don't even bother. You can just tell a friend and tell them it's an okay show.
Hashtag sponsored.
Can't cash it out till at 15 and we've got like 30 cents.
Got a long way to go.
But anyways, I think that'll do
Yep.
it for this episode.
But yeah.
Yeah. But thank you guys very much for listening.
Next week we'll be back to our regular quality with
Our regular crappy quality.
with Caden and Phoenix.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it'll be our first time recording with me 2,000 miles away. That'll
Yeah.
be crazy.
I'm not sure how the time's gonna work, like the time change, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
be
figure
3
it out.
hours behind you guys, so just
We'll make it work. Anyways, see you next
But,
week.
Yeah, we will
Adios.
see you guys next week.
Bye.
adios.
Bye.